Right, so setting off from Danby Beacon, we're doing a loop of about, how many miles was it? 80 miles?
I think it's 60.
60 miles, about 60 miles. Gotta be honest, it's a bit cold, isn't it?
It is a bit cold. I've got my mesh trousers on and I should have had my ordinary ones on. I've got my mesh gloves on, I should have had my ordinary ones on. But hey ho, that's the British weather for you, and it won't spoil our day.
So we've got a bit of traffic on the road today, have we then?
Runners?
Yeah, ultra marathon runners. Got runners and sheep to contend with. So yeah, we're doing a small roads today. We're keen off the main roads, and that's why we've chosen the little KTM 390 adventure bike. So it's just a bit more suitable for these roads, I think. I'm going this way. I think the next village is Lealholm.
We're going along this tiny little road, so I would imagine that we'll go left here as well.
We do.
Yeah. Because we're a little bike, some of these cars think that we're just like a pedal bike. They don't realise. I mean, these guys are brilliant, but...
yeah, that's good.
Hey, this is a great little road, isn't it?
It is.
We have been on it before, I think, though.
I haven't. I can't remember it. It's a shame. We live so close to these roads and we never go on them.
Yeah, no, it is. Get out there. Explore.
1.8 miles, turn right.
These are great, isn't it? I mean, would you like to live there?
Oh, I would. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, that's brilliant, isn't it?
Need a 4x4 in the winter.
Well, you'd have to have a 4x4, wouldn't you? We'd have to get a Land Rover.
Sheepsters!
Run in the right direction, into the fence. Good sheeps.
They're just so daft, aren't they, sheep?
Oh,
Just can't trust where they're going.
No, the crackers. Another cattle grid as we go over.
Another runner.
Ooh. Lealholm.
Yeah.
Lealholm, half a mile down this lovely bank. I mean, look at that. Whee!
Ooh, for sale.
That'll be $1 million. Surely.
Yeah, there was a time when houses and property in the countryside were nothing, were they really?
Yeah.
But now it's expensive to move to the countryside. There we go, Lealholm.
Lealholm. Lealholm Station that goes from Middlesbrough to Whitby.
Yeah.
Checkpoint 4.
Checkpoint. Well, there's a couple of cafes on Lealholm, but we've just set off, haven't we? So we're going to go a little bit further before our first coffee stop.
This is famous for people bringing their families to in the summer, isn't it? On this river with the fishing nets and paddling. Yeah. Yeah, the boarding. It's popular.
Here we've got another little turn off towards Glaisdale.
At least there'll be no sheep on this road because it's a it's a hedge road, isn't it?
Oh, dodgy place to overtake, isn't it, on the corner?
Yeah.
Fryup. I think we come back through Fryup actually.
Oh, do we?
Or Great Fryup, one of the ones like that. There's loads of little villages, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh, and here we are at Glaisdale.
Glaisdale. Great little bridges.
The village shop.
Saturday closed. It's funny, aren't they? They're funny, these country folk. Yeah, there's loads of walking around here, isn't there? It's a great place to come.
Yeah, lots of walks. Alright, well that was Glaisdale. Did you say Egton next?
Yeah, Egton.
Ah, so there's a railway station.
Yep, just going through Glaisdale railway station, heading down underneath the railway track. Another beauty spot, and there's Beggar's Bridge, the famous one. Oh, this is a hill going up here.
Is there?
Yeah.
Little river.
It's only a 31%.
Limber Hill.
Yeah.
Oh, plenty of power on the little 390. And we're turning right here. Down Broomhouse Lane towards
Egton. Oh, we like Egton.
There's some steep valleys, isn't there? As we come into Egton. Soon.
Broomhouse.
Oh, another bridge. We like bridges.
Another tight turn. Oh, that's lovely. It's a nice river to the right. Oh, of course, we're in Egton Bridge, aren't we?
This has stepping stones as well, doesn't it, somewhere?
Yeah, it has stepping stones at Egton, yeah. We've been across them.
Oh, I think there's somewhere just on our right. We won't be able to see them, will we, though?
No, unfortunately not. The river's the other side of these houses.
Yeah, it's down there, isn't it? That little alleyway.
Yeah, and that's where the stepping stones are. Again, another popular place for families to come and have picnics. There's toilets there as well. But so quiet today, it's unbelievable. It must be because it's a bit overcast.
Yeah.
Are you sure you've gone the right way?
Yes.
Well, this isn't to Goathland.
That was the walk.
Oh, that's the walk we did to Gromont. Yeah. We could have gone there on the bike. How far do we go down here before you turn off?
We go nearly a mile, then we turn right. What's a steep one, isn't it?
Yeah. So that path that we walked down, is that not a road as well?
I'm not sure if it's still classified as one or not. It used to be, didn't it? So do we know what this village is?
It's Egton.
Oh, still Egton. Oh yeah, that was Egton Bridge. This is Egton, isn't it?
Gromont, 1.5 miles.
1.5 miles, yeah. Down into
Gromont.
Gromont.
Yeah. Down again. The valleys are very steep, aren't they?
Yeah. You don't realise, do you? Like up and down, up and down. Oh, it's a little monkey bike.
Yeah.
I think you could go down there.
I think you could, yeah, definitely, 100%.
We've got a choice. We can park up and watch that little cafe, you know, that we went to before, opposite the railway bridge. Do you want to do that? Have a cuppa there?
Well, the cafe's just along there, so if you can park anywhere, you can park in here, can't you?
Yeah, we can park anywhere because we're a bike. We're allowed to. I like this little steam train. Right, so we're going to try this coffee shop just here. Actually, we've been to it before. It's really, really nice. Proper railway seats. So we've got pistachio blondes, 2 flat whites. Lovely. Barking terrier bakers.
delicious, that cafe.
It was. That was one of the best cups of coffee we've had for a long time.
Yeah,
Flat whites.
Yeah.
And that pistachio brownie.
Wasn't it brownie? It was a blondie.
Oh, blondie, yeah. Pistachio blondie. Very, very nice.
You get your brunettes mixed up with your blondes.
Are we going up? Are we going up that lovely bank that I showed you?
We are.
Woo!
Yeah.
Toot toot, all aboard. This is the Gromont cooperative store. That's what all cooperative stores used to be like.
Yeah, with the jar of sweets in the front.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pub.
Steep hill, isn't it?
Yeah, great day out that for somebody. Are you right here?
We're right here, yeah. Another steep hill. Oh, another biker.
This road will be going on to the main Pickering road then?
Just for a short while, yeah.
Yeah, well, we go on it just for a couple of minutes, well, a couple of miles, and then we come back off.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, there's only dirt tracks going across that moor to Goathland, and we're certainly not going on any dirt tracks today. Ali, Ali, Ali.
Yeah. Ali, Ali, Ali. Right, on this bit of road for a short while. You ready?
Yeah.
In fact, you can see how we turn off already.
Oh yeah, because we go down to Beck Hole, don't we? Beautiful place,
Yeah.
Beck Hole.
It's another popular destination, isn't it, for the families?
Yeah, we've done some walks around Beck Hole, haven't we? Well, we did the Goathland to Beck Hole, I think, yeah.
Purple heather, lovely. Caution, sheep on the road.
Extreme fire risks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awful, isn't it? All the fires that are happening at the moment.
Right here. Down to Beck Hole. Oh, it's a bit cold up on top. Oh, I remember this road.
On your little scooter?
Yeah, when we broke down. Yeah.
That was a fun ride back, wasn't it?
It had just been all serviced and everything, hadn't it? Yeah. It was just unfortunate. The float had got a hole in it, so the carb level wasn't working properly.
Woo! Crazy sheep.
I know, it's so worrying, isn't it?
Yeah, you're Beck,
Here we go.
Beck Hole. Well, it's where that very quaint pub is as well that everyone goes to.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that's where we walked down from there, didn't
Yeah,
we?
we came down there and over this bridge, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then, because Beck Hole is to the left of us now,
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember now.
Yeah. Yeah, we came down here, and then on the left down here is the pub, but before you get to the pub there's the walkway where them people are.
Yeah.
You go up there to the waterfall. Oh, it's well worth it, it's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
And this is that very, very, very old quaint pub
Yeah, I might do a picture.
that still looks like the 60s.
Not much water again, is there? Look at that telephone box.
You concentrate on this road because it is a very steep cornered road with vehicles coming down.
Yeah, it was steep that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we're going right.
All right, so we're going right before the car park then.
Yeah, we're going to come out next to the cafe. Should we go up and down the village before we go to the little cafe?
Well, there's the village here.
Yeah, but the Aidensfield Arms is down here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Busy.
Lots of bikes. Lots of motorbikes.
Yeah, well, we'll come back this way.
So when you come back, you need to come in where that car is there, that green one.
Oh, look at that one. Royal Enfields.
That's brilliant, that, isn't it?
So that's the garage. And that's the... Is it Aidensfield Arms?
Yeah, the Aidensfield Arms. The Goathland Hotel, but the Aidensfield Arms. That's the Aidensfield Garage.
Right in here then, we reckon. Oh, we'll go past the old police car.
Yeah, a bit disappointed. No posh gums
No.
and a 25-minute wait for your food. So we're going to crack on to the next place. But I did get some souvenirs, just some postcards.
That's Goathland done.
Pickering, 13 miles, that's where we're going.
Very busy Goathland though, wasn't it?
Oh, extremely busy. Oh, there's a tank in there.
Yeah.
Someone's got a tank on the drive. How
All
did they
right.
manage to get a tank on the drive? Oh yeah, that's down to the
Malin Spout.
Malin Spout. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
we've
we
been down here.
parked down there, but we've not been down this. Where are you going? This is not to Pickering.
Well, I'm following the sat nav.
We've been down here because we walked up from Malin Spout.
Yeah.
Just where this green sign is here. And when we got to the
that's right.
when we got to the top, we were so puffed out it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, the path just comes out here on the right somewhere. And just here on the right, and we went left through that no vehicle gate. And this is a funny little bridge here, isn't it? So this is the Mary's Bridge, is it? Is this St Mary's Bridge?
Oh, I can't
Yeah,
remember.
I think it is. With bell. Ah, yeah. Be interesting to see what it says on that bell.
We're turning left here. It's actually a very sharp turn. Oh, this is a little road, isn't it?
Let's hope there's nothing coming and this car doesn't get up our
We've got to
backsides.
come into this one. Avoid the route in wintry conditions. Oh, this is an interesting little road, a little shortcut across the country. Oh, look how steep it is the other side.
It reminds me of Priest Leap.
I was going to say the same thing with the grass in the middle of the road.
Yeah. The tiny little road with things all around it and grass in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a gate. I'll do a Sean and Emily. I'll be Emily.
Right. Please keep this gate shut. Well done, you. Are you ready?
I am. Ooh, ooh. Top of the moors through a locked gate.
Well,
Yeah,
it's getting a bit brighter. And windier.
yeah. So we're, a point.
Oh, the stones, yeah.
There's two of them. Oh yeah, there's a main road and there's a car coming, Tony.
Yeah, okay. That's the one that was behind us. Yeah, I was behind us a while ago, yeah. We took the shortcut. Actually, we should let him get ahead a bit, shouldn't we? We're on this road for 8 miles.
Yeah. And these are odd, aren't they? All these little square walls. But I'm sure that's for shooting. When shooting parties come out here, they use them.
Oh, yeah.
they use them, and you stay in them, and then you shoot the grouse or the pheasants, whichever it is. Interesting. I wonder what they are, them stones with the square holes in them.
Must be waypoints. I think we're at the top. I think you know what we're saying now, don't we?
Oh, it's all downhill from here. Yay.
It's all downhill from here.
There's Fylingdales in the distance.
Yeah, the golf balls, is it though?
No, I used to love the golf balls as a kid. So this must be Danby Forest then. If that's Fylingdales, and that's the cliffs over near Scarborough. So over in the distance must be Danby, the beginning of Danby Forest anyway, yeah.
Here's another one of those stones, look.
Yeah, another one of them stones, the standing stones.
Yeah. Like you say, the waypoints there must be waypoints.
I would have thought that the pilgrims put them there, you know, because they did a lot of pilgrim walks, didn't they, on the moors?
They did, yeah.
Look at this road, isn't it fabulous? Goes swizzly down into here and then up the other side.
A water crossing.
Yay!
Not much water today, but
that's beautiful, isn't it?
I'm classing that as a water crossing.
Yeah. This would be a good place for us to come walking. You know, with all them signs.
That was the Roman road.
Was it to the Roman road, was it?
Yeah, it said on the signpost there. It's another ford.
What's happening here? Because they built a road over the river. Woo! Brilliant.
Yeah.
This is the road to Pickering. Lovely, the back road. Keep off the main road, try the back roads. Oh, weak road, be careful.
I think we'll be okay on this little bike. Newton upon Rawcliffe.
Never been here before.
No. Looks like a nice little village though. That looks like the church and the square. Oh, and a duck pond, a village pond.
Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it?
And a pub.
The White Swan.
Oh, we'll have to come back here.
Even that church, look at that little stinky church. How beautiful is that?
Yeah.
Or is it a school actually? No, I think it's a school, that.
Alright, oh, nice little village. We'll have to come back there one time, I think, because that pub looked nice as well.
Yeah, it looked lovely.
Right, 4 miles to go.
Beautiful little car.
Oh, the old MG.
Yeah. So that must be the train line to Pickering then.
Is that, yeah, for the steam train?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, lovely. Oh, there's Pickering Railway Station. Yeah, that's Pickering Railway Station. Look, there's the carriages.
That's the railway shed, yeah.
That's the Pullman carriage.
Coach.
Number 79. Yeah. That's the one we're going on for our murder mystery experience.
Oh, brilliant.
On the steam train, yeah.
Scarborough, Whitby, Malton, roundabout. Had a bit of traffic as we come to Thorton le Dale. Right, I think we'll just pop in where that car came out. Oh, we've come out of Mathewsons and it's sunny. Right, so we're through Pickering. We're on this road for another mile and a bit, and then we're back onto the little roads. Turn towards Rosedale via Crompton, which is another small road. Shouldn't be very busy, as 2 cars in front of us turn and 2 cars behind us also take it.
So where are we going?
Well, we're going right. The little road.
To that road, Tony?
Yeah, I think it does. I think this is just it's a small road rather than the bigger road. Oh look, there's the main road there, look.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could have stuck on that main road. Crompton village, that's our next village we're going through.
It's Crompton village that we're in. The new Crompton. That'd be interesting to look into. Crompton Forest, you know, for mountain bikes and different things.
Oh yeah. This is a lovely little forest road. I can't believe we've never been on these roads before.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it?
Oh, plenty of bikes here.
Yeah.
So that was Graze on the Green. Little snack to keep us going. And now we're going to go up towards Egton on another road I've never actually been on. Unsuitable for caravans and coaches, so it must be another small road then. So if we went the other way out of Rosedale, we would have done Chimney Bank, which is a infamous little bank with a couple of tight turns and very, very steep. This one is also very steep with some tight turns. Back on to mower. Keep it straight over the cattle grid. Nice view of the road ahead, isn't it, as well?
Oh, brilliant road this, isn't it?
It's lovely.
Are you turning here at this turn?
Yeah. Look at that view into the valley on the right there, look.
I was just going to do that video. Well, we thought we were on top of the moors. Well, we certainly are, because look at that view.
More little twisty road, this one, isn't it? I thought there'd be no one on this road.
We're going down now.
It's all downhill from here.
We've got a long way to get to Danby Beacon. I don't know which way we're going, but we're going down, down, down. Brilliant road this, isn't it? Look at it. Yee! Yeehaw!
We turn right in a moment.
Oh, here we go, yep.
Crikey.
Fryup Dale this must be then, eh? So where do we go here? Straight on?
Straight on,
Gosh. No signposts anywhere, is there? They certainly don't want people to know where you are. This is brilliant, this, isn't it? Look at it.
It's lovely, yeah.
And we thought we had a boring ride back from Rosedale to the Danby Beacon.
Yeah.
And we picked up these little roads. Wow, look at that house there with 2 stables.
Fryup and Farm.
Yeah, it is.
So it's definitely Fryup, isn't it?
Dale, yeah. Fryup. You'll be going left here, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are.
Fryup Dale, yeah. Ooh.
Quite busy. We're going to the right. Lealholm.
There's a big bird of prey flying across your head now.
Is there a kite?
Yeah.
Stop on this bridge and have a little look.
Yeah, it's beautiful, that, isn't it?
It's nice, isn't it? What's this place then?
Houlsyke.
Houlsyke.
Houlsyke. Yeah. I only know because we have a farmer's here. Houlsyke. Yeah, that's a nice house for sale. We could watch the red kites all day long if we lived there.
It can't be. It can't. That's someone's house.
No, it's not someone's house. It's a track. It is a road.
Oh, crikey. It's a little one, this one, isn't it?
Are we back in Ireland? It's like the Irish tracks. I can assure you, this is just going up to the Danby Beacon.
Tight bend here as well. Crikey.
A day on the moors.
I'll tell you what, I'm glad I'm on this bike and not the big bike.
Oh, it's a gate.
Oh! Thank you. This is the route we came in on then, isn't it? We came down here, didn't we? And we went that way.
Yes, the off-roaders will go up there to Danby Beacon.
That's where I came down, up and down there the other day. That is up to Danby Beacon. But this is quite technical, this bit. It's quite steep, and with it being dry, it's very loose underfoot, I would say, under tyre. Right.
You ready?
Yeah.
Well, that was a bit of fun. We're back on the main road now. Well, the main
They call
road.
this the main road.
The main track going to Danby Beacon.
And then we're right here.
Yeah.
Just a little shortcut, wasn't it, really, I think?
Yeah. There's the beacon, and that is our circular route for today. 60 miles, we think. We're not 100% sure. But
yeah.
so we're back on this track.
We're back at the start, Danby Beacon. It's been a great little ride out. The weather's held up for us nicely. You can join this loop anywhere on the circuit. You don't have to start here and finish here, but it's just a really nice single track route. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.